What's up, everyone?
Hi. How's everyone doing? Let's see.
It's that time again, party people.
Hello, Lorraine. And hello, Vicky, first of all. And hello, Tank.
I saw Jeremy. I saw Tank was had some new medicine that was making her sleepy.
Yep, that's okay, Tank. We'll talk you through your medicine if you're watching. If not, get some rest. And everyone's saying hello, Paco.
And there's Ida.
Hello, Sherry.
What's going on, Vicky? Hello, Lorraine.
Hi, Jen Snow.
What's going on, Brandy?
Hi, Brandy.
And Flower Crochet Creations by Cat.
Hi, Lois.
Creations a Cat.
And let's see.
And there's Virgin.
Hi, Virgin. Let's see.
Everybody's piling in. I saw Panda earlier because he said he's going to be a sneaky panda and be lurking.
Oh, that's okay. We love our lurkers. It's all good.
Hey, with that hot chocolate that MDL was saying he was making last night, I'd only be lurking too.
A special chocolate.
A special chocolate.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, Vicky, Sherry, and Jeremy. Hi, Jeremy.
And there's Ida.
And see, hey, Rebecca, Tank will, thank you, Tank, Jeremy. And Brandy, let's see. Positively Heidi.
What's going on, Jan?
Hi, Heidi. Flowers Crochet.
Hi, Judith.
And everyone's saying hello to each other.
That's a good thing.
And of course, Paco, like 10 minutes before we got on, he already let us know.
He started getting, as soon as, he must know because as soon as we open our laptops, he gets goofy.
Yes, he does.
He starts getting all kind of goofy. And it's like, he knows.
Yes, he does. Okay, I think that's it. Well, they're still coming in, but we're down to the bottom. How you doing? Do you want me to
How
start
you doing?
first? I'm good. Well, you know what? Lately, we've been Matt and I. Well, me. I've been waking up at 4 a.m, and I've been drinking this coffee because we didn't. Usually I go to Trader Joe's and pick up my coffee because it's lighter, and I like it that they use the filter. It's a lighter filter, and it's a lighter coffee. But I picked up this, what is it? Don Francisco Hawaiian coffee.
Tell him you were drinking Cafe Bustelo.
Yeah, all we had was Bustelo coffee. But for me, it's a little strong. And I usually in the morning, I'll have, I have like a nice size cup. It's like,
I only have one glass of coffee a day.
Yeah. Mine is like mine is a good size too. It's one of those Starbucks.
To give you some scale.
Yeah, like a cell phone. Yeah. Mine is about that size, a little less, but I don't fill it to the top. It's like 12 ounces. And it I don't know what it is, but I pop up at 4 in the morning. And I said, "Oh, I could." So today I went and got my regular coffee, and so I can get some sleep. And it's been like about 3 or 4 days I've been doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I said, "Oh, I can't do that anymore."
All this week.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore. Yeah, and I don't know what is my circadian rhythm.
Circadian.
Yeah, circadian rhythm is off. Well, yeah, and I just have 1 cup. Yeah, even though the cup is a little bit big, a cup is 8 ounces, so it's I guess a cup and a half is what I have. And then if I have any other caffeine, like maybe a cup of tea, which usually the tea doesn't have any caffeine. It's the lemon caffeine. I have a cup a day too, says Jeremy. If I have a cup,
If that cup uses the whole pot, we don't need to discuss that.
yeah. So yeah, I got to be careful because I can't be wolfing down no super caffeine anything.
What's going on, Darth Mom?
Hi, Darth Mom.
Well, I mean, the Rockin Crocheter almost wiped himself out this morning because I had to go into work early, and so I was like, I'll eat something hearty before I go to work. And I got some instant oatmeal.
Mm-hmm.
And I whipped this stuff up and eat it, and it tasted good, and it was
Diane.
It was awesome. And I got to work, and I'm like, bloat. Oh, what happened? Well, when we got home, I read the package for the instant oatmeal that I ate, and it had oatmeal, chia seeds, flax seeds. There was another seed, and there was something else, and it was like, I was like, oh, it about put me down. I was like, oh.
And he did, usually when I make oatmeal, I pretty much, it was an instant oatmeal, especially with having all those seeds. It doesn't really cook it. It's the microwave oatmeal. And when I cook oatmeal, I really cook the oatmeal. I cook it over time, and I add a little bit more fluid to it.
You're right. It did have all the things,
and he didn't cook it all that long, and so he really had some gut issues.
Yeah. So I didn't. So I'm okay. I'm okay now. I'm fine. It took until about almost like 4:00.
Yeah.
Before I was like,
I said, "You're in trouble. You're in trouble all day, buddy."
So it was harsh.
Hi, Brian.
And there's Eljoy.
Hi, Eljoy.
And Tony's cabin.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Tony.
So
you want me to start?
Since all the gang is here.
Yep.
What's up, Kristen?
Mm-hmm.
You want to start first?
Yeah.
And
yeah, I'll start first.
Because you got stuff. I have
a few things.
Only little stuff.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I finished. I finished what I was doing, and I finished the blanket. So this is the blanket I was making. And it's a little bit different than the one I made earlier. So I added silver at the bottom. And like I said, all it is 4 double crochets and 4 half double crochets. Really easy and simple. And then I added double crochet at the end and half double crochet at the very end for the end. Real simple. And it made a really nice, I haven't blocked it yet, but it's done. I still have the, see?
And yes, Jen Snow, they expanded.
Yeah, his oatmeal, his seeds
No,
expanded.
look at what Jen Snow said.
They help with detox, but the chia seeds, that's exactly what happened. They gave him such a tummy ache. Okay, and then I made a hat to match it.
Oh.
Because these boys are tall and they have big hair. So I made hats to match the blanket. So it's ready to go. And so what I did, I made a hat to match this blanket too. See? So that's ready to go too. That's the other blanket I made. So that's the other hat. So I was busy, and then I made a third hat for the original hat, for the original blanket that I made, the 49er one. So that's 3 hats that I made this week, plus I finished the blanket. And so there it is. It's ready to go. So I went to Hobby. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Vicki. Thank you so much. Thank you, Aljoy. Yeah, but I figured gotta have a hat because these boys love their hats. Like tomorrow, this weekend they're playing ball, but it's raining, so they can wear their hats when it's raining. I got a. You tell me what this color is representing. What team?
I know what it looks like.
What does it look like?
It looks like the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, this is going to be a Miami Dolphin blanket. And that's for my other grandson. He saw those blankets that I was making. Yeah, that's right, Jeremy. He saw the other blankets, and I said, I went to Hobby Lobby right away, and I said, even if they're not on sale, I have to get them because once they're on sale, sometimes, like when I got the green yarn, there was no more green yarn left. So I went and got the colors for the dolphin. I got 2 of each. So that's ready to go. Well, that's my next project. Then, if you go to Hobby Lobby, some of their Easter stuff is on clearance. I just looked, and they had a couple of little crafty things. This was 75% off. It was $4.99, and it was a little bunny, but it is a needle punch kit. I thought it was cute, and it's going to come out like that. And it's got the yarn and the needle and everything for it. I thought it was cute. So it was only $1.25. Isn't that cute? So, you know, I thought I'm doing giveaways, so I only saw 3 in ours. You might see them in yours. So if you check on the clearance at your Hobby Lobby, you might see it at yours.
Even though we're not sponsored by Hobby Lobby.
No, we're not sponsored.
We're not
And
sponsored
then
by anybody.
They did have the pencils on sale, the color pencils. So I got a couple of them for a giveaway. The colored pencils, the master pencils. So I got this one, which has 24 colors. And I know some of you are now doing more coloring. Oh, and this one was $7.99, normally $19.99. And this one was $12.99, and this is 48 color pencils, and it's $12.99. So I got them for the giveaway because we have some books that we're going to give away when we do the giveaway.
And thank you to our subscribers, because we are now at 947.
Woo-hoo-hoo! And then I got another book. This is the one that Matt liked, the coloring book.
That's a really good book.
This is a nice book. So I don't know. I like it too.
I don't know. I might swipe that one
You
off.
are not going to take this book. This one's really nice. It's excellent. And they did have another one. You can get this one at Hobby Lobby. And it's got a clearance thing that's not clearance, but a markdown. Okay, that's part of it. I was happy to get those. Oh, I did do a little bit of coloring. I was starting this coloring here. I was doing the Secret Garden. And I was doing this coloring. And I had done this one. I don't know if I showed you.
Do you have a question, my dear?
Oh, okay. Okay. The blanket of 4 double crochets and 4 half double crochets in each section. Yeah, the four double crochets, and then the next 4 half double crochets. Yes, in each section. And then you go back and do 4 double crochets and then 4 half double crochets. And it gives you this little pattern. And then so what I did is like, hold on a second. Do you have tape measure?
I have this one.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So I'll tell you the so it reached like 11 inches each section.
So each panel is 11 inches wide?
Yeah, 11 inches. So so you're going to do that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. 1, 2. 3 times. You're going to do the set. You should reach 11 inches. Depending on how tight, of course, you crochet, right? And what yarn you use.
Because you could do it a little less and do more stripes,
Right.
or do bigger stripes and do less stripes.
Yeah. And depending if you use that stitch, because all of it, and I use a 5.5 crochet, and it depends on what hook you use also, you know, and the tension that you use. Okay.
Have a safe trip, Bridget. She's taking off in the car.
Oh, drive safe, Bridget. Drive safe. Okay. And then the other one that I don't know if I showed you, this one that I colored, this tree here and this reef here. I don't know if I showed you that. Those two. Yeah. So I was doing those, and that was real calming. You know, when I'm in a rush, or Matt and I, when we want to just decompress and relax, we like to just color and just relax. And I'm going to continue with the book on wool. I didn't get a chance to read a little bit more, but we'll continue. I'll continue with this. We'll continue with this when I get a chance to read it a little bit more. Okay. And Matt, are you ready?
I am.
Okay.
So it's my turn. So I have to admit I did absolutely nothing this week. My hands were hurting.
Yes.
And
what? Go ahead.
And I finished the Southwestern blanket. Do you want to grab that real quick for me, babe?
Yes.
I forgot to put it next to my chair.
Mm-hmm. Paco was living on it.
Yeah, Paco was sleeping on it. So it's got the seal of approval from Paco.
Mm-hmm.
So for those that haven't seen it, this was the blanket that I just finished. Which we were kind of calling a Southwestern blanket, but it's actually kind of more like a cabin. And so Paco already has already decided it's his blanket. He called dibs on it first. So I finished that, and after that I was after that I just wanted to take a little break from crocheting and stuff like that. So I did a little it was a good time to do like a little coloring and a little looking around, perusing around on Ravelry. Because just looking for different patterns to do. And I like some of the patterns that um, Gary uses, and I'm probably pronouncing this wrong, but I think it's Yaga, but I found them.
Oh, yes.
And so I'm looking at some patterns from them. So it's that's what I've been doing. I've been doing some research on some projects that I want to do coming up. So that's what I've been doing. The book that Rebecca showed, this one,
it's a great book.
I did a little coloring in this book, and again, for those who hadn't seen, I did
Boy, that came out beautiful.
the bunny.
Mm-hmm.
And I did. This is a really cool book. So whoever gets this on one of our giveaways, it's cool. I started working on the snail.
Mm-hmm. The snail.
And the one that came out really nice was this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that came out really pretty. Go back a little bit. Oh. Hold on.
Yeah.
How's that? There.
So
Right
this
there.
one came out really pretty,
Right
I thought.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
So those were the ones that I did out of this wall. And I did the rooster.
Oh yeah, the rooster came out pretty too.
So this one is a good book to relax to. We're not sponsored by these guys, but I had gotten this a bit ago.
Person that does that book.
And this one is by Ken Matsuda.
Oh, that's right.
Because we looked him up, and the only one I found was in Japanese.
Yeah.
But the ones that I had worked on, like this week, as far as that goes, and this Mickey, I did this, and I'm still working on it because this is going to somebody.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
So I was working on that. I thought it was pretty cool. It's got like the little hanging little houses. So that one was pretty cool. And then the one I actually got kind of really excited about this one because I actually have two books that have two of the Kirby Rosanis books that have this one in it. So I finally gave up the ghost and I started on it, and I'm really pleased at how it's coming out.
Yeah, that is really nice. Mm-hmm.
So instead of nature, now I'm back to my old craziness stuff. And these were done with the Cezanne pencils, which is this set. I'm really liking these.
Mm-hmm.
They're really nice. They go on really smooth. And they're a really nice set, and they're actually fairly affordable. So I've been working with those. Are these oil pencils? I believe they are. I think these are oil pencils because I generally tend to like the oil pencils better because they tend to be a little smoother.
Are they oil pencils?
I don't know. I thought they were.
25 significant colored pencils. Pencils are created mark with the best improvements.
No, I believe these are. I believe these are oil pencils. Because I tend to. That's what I tend to. That's what I tend to use. I tend to really like the oil pencils. The the what is it? Not the color.
They dip twice in the ends. Barrel finish.
The Prismacolors. I tend to like the Prismacolors really good too.
And where did you get these on
I got those on Amazon.
Amazon?
Since Jill just came in.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Jill. Hi, Fiber Floozy.
So I was working on, like I said, I was working on this. I know Fiber Floozy doesn't care for these books because there's a lot of detail to them. But I really like Kirby Rosanis. His books are, for me, I really like them because they are fidgety, and it takes a little time. I like to do stuff that's intricate. So I've been working on that. I did have an acquisition that I got actually yesterday, and I was happy as a clam, and that's why I'm what?
Well, what was it?
And I'm probably gonna start using them this
Oh,
weekend
that's right.
because I got a blob. Sorry, guys. Couldn't see there for a second. I it made me very happy yesterday. I was horsing around with them. I didn't get a start like any project. I'm gonna start something this weekend. That's why I'm kind of looking at the I think it's Jaeger.
Yiga.
The one from I was actually looking at some knitting patterns. So and this was exciting to me because I wanted a set of these. I didn't get the set. I couldn't find the set, but I found a couple of them. And my favorite knitting needles are Chagus. And we're not sponsored by them. But I got these.
Nice.
I got two of the Chagu quads.
Very nice.
So I am a happy camper. And if you don't know, the quads are I had a set of Knit Pro cubics. And what these are, the Chagu quads are like cubic. They're cubic. So instead of the needles being round.
Very nice. Oh, I'm gonna try those too.
They're square, so they're better for your hands. I liked my Knit Pro ones, but the connecting on the interchangeable ones is just horrid on the Knit Pros because it tangles up and it's plastic and it's just like they're not good. But I like the needles. So I gave that set to a friend of ours.
Mhm.
And then I got these. And I got a two pair yesterday. I got these are the nines, the 5.5 millimeter. And these are the 5-inch ones. I like them. They come in a 4 and a 5-inch. My set's the 5-inch ones. I tend to like those a little better.
Here, you can compare to the plastic ones.
So I got these. So I got the I got the two that I use the most, which is the 9, which is the 5.5 millimeter, and I got the 10 and a half. So I got to try these out this weekend, and because I really like the Chagus, and then I'm sure these are gonna hit it out of the park. What I'm talking about with the connecting cables, let me see that one.
This is
That
for,
one.
No, this is for these.
Babe,
These.
you just were holding up one that was all twisted up.
Here, this one.
No,
Um,
that one. Nope.
Oh, this.
Because these are my I really liked. I started using the Knit Pro. These, the interchangeable ones, and I like these. I really like these. But see, the thing is with the cables, they get all goofy. So not only are you fighting, see how it turns up? So not only are you fighting, like if you're learning to crochet or learning to knit, excuse me, not only are you fighting your tension and fighting to keep your stitches, you're fighting this too. So that's why I've had 3 or 4 sets of the Knitter's Pride ones, and all of them
Show these.
the ones are the connecting cables were just horrible. But with the Chagus, they don't have a memory. So I got a couple of these and I got to try them out. Woo! I was excited. And for anybody that's starting out, I know I tried these and they were actually kind of nice. And these are the Prim ones, and you can get them. We got them at I got them at Michael's.
Mhm.
Is where I got them. And these are actually, if you're starting, these are actually really nice because they have a metal connecting wire. So it does the same thing as like my Chagus. Like the same, it doesn't have a memory on the cord. So for someone that's starting that wants to get something that's not as expensive as what the Chagu ones are, check out these Prim, and they're at Michael's, and they're actually it was nice. I know the point is kind of funky, but it was actually pretty good to knit with. So if you're starting out, check these out first. I know some people like the Clover ones.
Mhm.
The Clover, the Knitter's Pride, or Knit Pro. A lot of those have those funky, like the funky plastic connecting wires, and they just make life miserable. So, and these,
Those are mine.
yeah, these are Rebecca's, but these are really nice to start out with. I would, if you just want something to start with to like play with, and these are actually um cubics also. So these are really nice. If you're starting out, this is a good one to try.
Yeah, they're knitters bright.
Here you go, babe.
Thanks. One, the other ones.
The square needles, Vicky, work really nice. The cubics were really nice. Michelle, the cords for the I'm not sure. Oh, for the quads on red lace, yes. They're the same connecting cables for the quads as it is on the red lace. And to prove it, hang on a second. Here's my set of Chagu red lace. So let's give this a whirl. I don't see why it wouldn't.
Michelle says, can you use the cards for quads?
The quads.
On a red lace.
Yeah, that's what I'm. The cords, it should be. I know these are interchangeable. That's why I got the bigger ones. Actually.
Up more. There you go.
So off we go. The red lace connecting cables work with the quads. So you're good to go. And these are my favorite cables because like you can like bend them all up and they go straight. So you're not biting it.
Brian, did you buy anything? Brian goes, shh.
So I gotta try. I'm gonna work up something on this weekend. The one thing you have to be careful for with the Chagus, the actual connector from the needle size 9 and up, it's one connector. From the needles 8 and down, it's a smaller connector. So that's why I bought the 9 and up, because I tend to use those, and my red lace set is actually 9 and up. And it'll tell you on the needles which ones, because I bought a couple of connecting cables and didn't look, and the smaller connecting cables are for the smaller needles, the actual screw-in piece. That's the only thing with the Chagus, but you can get an adapter to screw on the bigger connecting piece. There's an adapter that you can that's like about this little tiny little adapter thing that you can use to use the cords with anything.
But you don't have to start with Chagu. Everybody can start with the one that fits best for your hand.
For them, your budget.
Yeah. Not necessarily budget, but for your hands. And so if you want to start with the ones that he showed you, the other ones, everyone has a different idea of what works for them.
As far as the cables though, no matter what needles you're looking at, try and get the ones with the metal with the metal connecting cable, because if you're starting out, that'll save you a lot of grief. Because a lot of time that I cussed because of the cable.
No, that's true.
Because when you first get these, they're wound up. As you can see, it wants to wind back up. What you have to do is you actually have to stick them in boiling water and then like hold them tight so that they stretch out straight to get it to
loosen up,
to get it to stay straight for a while. And let's see. Let's see. Hang on, Michelle. I'll show you because I've got a couple of them.
Little metal. Here. These are metal.
No. I have the little adapters for the chagu needles. Where are they? For the red lace set, there's like a little, here it is. Hang on, I'm getting it. It's in like a little bag. This is the adapter. So you can
put it on both sides.
Change it from big to small. It works really well.
Oh. This is good. I have red lace now.
Yeah, just make sure when you're looking at the red lace ones, you make sure that the connector, if you have a set of like the large ones like I do, that the connecting one is for the large. Or else you get home and you make like very bad language.
Vicky says, I love my chagus.
Yeah, ever since I started with the chagus, that's like, okay, I'm done. That's the last set that the last knitting needle set that I'm gonna get. See, mine are I got the half set because I've got like, these are the connectors.
There you go.
And then this one's for the connections, and then see these, they have the little, those are the connectors from the big cables to the little cables. But I started with these, the regular connected chagu needles. They were like, I want to say like $10-12. They weren't that expensive. But they come like that in a little pack.
That's a good way for them to try it.
And you can try them. That's what I did, because I had heard a lot about chagu needles, and that's the way I started to try them.
And you got hooked.
And but that's my set of. See, I have the large. You can either get the small, or you can get the large, or you can get both. and I just wanted the big needles, and then I pick them up as what I need them. But now since I've got the quads, I will try. I'm going to try those out, and maybe on the smaller needles I'll get the quads. So that's what I was happy about. So next week I will have some stuff to show.
Let's see. It's nice, especially for hats, she says.
Yeah, but if you're going to be doing hats, get there's the shorties, which are smaller tips, so you can actually, when you're knitting in the round, it's easier to use the shorties than it is to use the 5-inch ones. To make like once you start decreasing, it's easier to work it with the shorties than it is with the 5-inch needles.
For you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, for everybody. So I'm sorry. I get passionate about stuff that I like.
That makes sense, says Aljoy.
Yeah, I've got a couple of the shorties just for making hats because it's easier to do the decrease. Yeah, I was never a fan of the DPNs. I was always scared of them slipping out. So I use
metal, metal and they slide. You don't use the tips?
No, I don't use the DPNs. The DPNs are double pointed needles. So like when you see them knitting socks and there's like a needle sticking across, that's a double pointed needle. I never liked using those.
Aljoy says, I have shorty bamboo circulars. Drives me nuts.
Yeah, the cord, if I looked at the clovers, and the clovers had the same cord, and no. And Patty Meyer got her Furls Odyssey.
Woohoo, Patty.
How are they? Are they any good? Can you compare them to the old ones? Like, how are they? Are they lighter?
Are you enjoying them?
Come on, Patty, don't leave us hanging. I was actually looking at the purple ones. And then I came across the Chagu quads, and I'm like,
to make a choice.
I'm like, I gotta get one or the other.
He's been wanting to go back and start knitting.
Nice weight, they're light. That's cool. Because I like my wooden furls because they are really light.
Oh, that's good.
And they're light on my thumbs. You didn't get any hooks or anything this week, did you?
No, I did not. I have something coming in the mail, but it's not going to be hooks.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't do too much shopping as far as yarn and hooks. I did. For those who won this week, I send it out today. It'll be Pebbles, Tracy, Brandy, and Cecilia. You'll be getting your packages. And I send them out today. So let's see. Sometimes they put the date, sometimes they don't. So you should be getting them this next. I think one of them said Wednesday, but we will email you the tracking number so you can keep track of the postage. Okay.
Because I like my as far as
to send you the tracking number.
As far as the pearls, I like my cookies and cream, and I like my wooden ones. Those are the most comfortable to me.
Yeah, I've done a little bit of knitting. I've done some. What's the other one with the 2 needles?
I got 3 boxes of yarn from Yarn Inspirations and 1 box from Hirschner's this week. Dang, Patty!
Woohoo! I got 3 boxes. That is nice. That's nice. It's nice to spread the love around. It's nice for other people to get things. I hope everybody got the box from last week. I hope everyone got their packages. I know.
So I have this, and I have knitting needles. Now I just have to come up with something to do with this. And this is Malabrigo Potion.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's pretty.
So I gotta start working on something. I know Hirschner's keeps sending me stuff. There's CC Angel.
CC Angel, how you doing, CC Angel?
Songbird Creations.
Let's see. I got a package on my birthday. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, CC Angel.
And happy birthday, CC Angel.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Angel. CC Angel. And we had no clue it was your birthday. And we were so happy. Something just told me it's got to be a good gift. So I'm glad you opened it up on your birthday.
Eljoy is not happy with Hirschner's presently.
Oh, no. Why not?
What happened, Eljoy?
Paco needed to be in my arms.
Well, hello to the UK.
Woohoo!
There's Hannah Russell from the UK.
Welcome, Hannah. Welcome, welcome. You're more than welcome.
That's very cool. I don't even know what time it is over there. I should know because I have family in Portugal, so I should have some
about that area.
No, something of the time, but I'm at a loss today. Any particular part of the UK, Hannah? Oh, it's 3 a.m. Oh, ooh, that's all bad.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming in. Contacted customer service twice, and both times they blew me off. An hour north of London. That's very cool.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Welcome.
That is very cool. Mm-hmm. I know doing the DNA thing, I have all kinds of relatives in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Scottish, Irish, English. Wow, and you actually had a hard time with customer service. I haven't had any problems with I haven't had ever had any problems with Hirschner's.
Yeah, we usually get our. It could be that whatever's going on with the world right now. Maybe the what do you call it?
So
The
affecting the shipping or
the
something.
shipping. Yeah, but we haven't ordered lately Hirschner's. It's been about a month since we've ordered. They only accept calls.
Well, thank you for coming in, Hannah. We appreciate it. Because I crochet and knit, and Rebecca crochets and does needlepoint.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I've always called them and they've been good. I haven't had any problem with them. Who was it? Premier that they wouldn't ship to us?
It was one of them.
I think it was Premier that wouldn't ship to us because it went
Oh, PO box.
because it was going to a PO box.
Yeah, some of them won't do PO boxes. Mm-hmm. So
Patty Myers likes needlepoint too. I know Jeremy does also.
Mm-hmm. There's a few people that do needlework and sewing. There's quite a few ladies that do and gentlemen that do sewing.
I couldn't sew straight to save my soul.
Especially, if you're around our age or older, that was a requirement in school.
We had to make this in school. We had to make a football.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it was horrible.
You had to take home economics. And you had to make a apron or, a skirt.
Yeah, Jeremy does cross stitch and embroidery.
Yeah, I would love to see your work.
Yeah, I remember in high school we had to make like a stuffed football thing, and horrible mess. Mine was just it was misshapen and the laces weren't. Oh, it was horrible.
Some people I've seen a lot of the YouTube websites. Some people are amazing embroidery cross stitch workers. I mean, they do picture frames and they do lace work, just beautiful work.
And here's a bit of history. The weird facts that are in the Rockin Crocheters noggin.
Plastic canvas. That's right, Dark Mom.
During the Civil War, because of the horrific, getting hit with a musket ball and stuff is rather horrendous. And for the people that had like wounds in their hands, and stuff, or in their arms, like in their muscles in their arms, that was to help with the fine motor movements. They would have the patients quilt. So they would do quilting to try and get the fine motor movements back in their hands. You heard it here first. I'm a big history buff, so stuff like that I pick up.
Yeah, Jen Snow said they had sewing in the 7th grade. That's right. It was a requirement. You had to take it. It was part of the living skills.
Yeah, I remember taking home ec. But I was a big wood shop and metal shop kind of guy.
Jerry says my embroidery threads come from your inspiration. And you know, sewing threads can get quite intricate, and they can cost quite a bit of money depending on where you get them.
I know, Panda,
Mhm.
because
Hi, Panda. Yeah, and they do lace work. Some of them even threads that have like gold sequins on them, or red, the real rich reds and blues, and really nice.
we're on the West Coast.
Mhm.
DMC,
Jeremy,
like Run DMC.
I do the DMC. DMC is best. Yeah, DMC threads.
I was thinking Run DMC. Little high, little I know.
Mhm. And who said that?
Yeah, we had to do the home ec thing. It was I was horrible. But give me a bandsaw and I can make a wicked spice rack. Spice rack, chessboard, candlesticks, candlestick holders. I made all kinds of stuff.
Mhm.
So with that,
Mhm.
so is it that time, my love?
It's that time.
So it's good night to everybody. We're gonna go grab because I haven't eaten because my stomach's been tore up, but I feel a little better, so I'm gonna have a little,
We're gonna have a
a
little
little,
dinner
a little
tonight.
something.
Mhm.
And we'll see you guys on the YouTube streets.
Mhm.
Have an awesome weekend. If we don't see you, be safe out there and
Mhm.
take care.
Everyone,
Good night, everyone.
have a wonderful evening. Say bye, Baco.
Say bye, Baco Man.
Say bye, buddy.